Alright guys, welcome to another video. I'm starting this video out with severe emotional damage from not only trying to get this 370Z finished off, dropping it on myself, ruining the floor in my shed. But yeah, Frosty came, fixed it all in 10 minutes like he always does. I was still inside, but the other emotional damage was the video you guys hopefully would have watched yesterday. I'm going to have to edit again tonight because something went wrong on it. It's one of the suckiest parts of vlogging is when computers and internet and all that crap doesn't play ball. So anyway, we're back to Falcon things. We made a few executive decisions due to time. We're not going to do a crossbar now, a dash bar, and are you still going to do the foot ones? And we're not going to do the foot ones. If we do end up doing FD Japan with this car, we'll go ahead and get that done over there, because obviously at that same time we'll probably be going aftermarket ECU, a screen for the dash and all that sort of stuff. And I feel like at that point things will get a lot more serious, and the whole dash will probably come out, probably gut absolutely everything out of the dash and pretty much just put the dash cover there with a screen, and that'll be all we have if we turn this into like a competitive car. So rather than pull this all apart now, then do it all again later, lose the functionality of our dash and things like that. And I did I've actually read a couple horror stories of guys taking their Falcon dashes out and they can't get the cars to run anymore because of
stereo system.
Yeah, so I don't want to F with that at all. We don't have enough time, so yeah, we've made a decision to skip on that. So what's now?
Gussets, full weld out, top the boxes, make the rest of the boxes because they're only on like a top plate where that's going to sit now, so we're going to make the rest of it. And then the rear bars, so I made the decision like on yesterday to do 2 bars again, one down there to the back wheel arch, and then another one down to the bottom corner. Okay. So that it's not going to be too much in the way, but it's just the extra few bars instead of just one backwards. So.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
So yeah, and then that's pretty much it then. And then it's just on to the rear cradle, which we're going to get on the hoist now, so to be able to pull it apart a bit more.
Oh, you're going to muck around with that, are you now?
Yeah, well not now, but just get it ready for tomorrow.
Sweet.
So I can get straight into it. Yeah,
and some of the things I just showed you then at the very start, got rear camber arms, just eBay ones, but we were keen to see what's involved with these, because we may just make up some of our own for spares, or they're kind of cheap enough for eBay. We may just leave these ones, but anyway. And then this is all new front bushes and stuff for the front of the car, because when I was under the car sussing some stuff out, she wasn't too happy. Some bushes were a bit shit. So we're changing those, and as well, one of the things we're doing with the rear cradle, as well as strengthening up a bit, is adding the rear bushes, the extra rear bushes the diff needs. Cool.
And bolts.
And bolts? Oh, because it's missing some bolts and stuff? Tail shaft bolts.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Alright, get this thing up on the hoist and be able to show you guys a little bit more. But Frosty's bought a friend as well, and he's insisting that I drive his hairdresser's car.
This is brother's. This is more hairdresser.
Oh, yours? Oh, because yours has the diffuser and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, mine's look crazy.
That's right. All right, so I'm gonna go give a try this whole Rice Miata thing, we'll call it. But I'm just trying to think if I've ever driven a turbo one. I've driven NA, and I feel like I've driven an LS one.
This thing's pretty nutty. I did the turbo kit on it, and it's got fin tune and stuff now. Like
it made 265 at the wheels.
Horsepower.
Yeah. So
wow, that makes like what the stock Z makes.
Yeah.
It's pretty quick. It smokes my MPS. Like,
yeah.
And that's tuned as well.
Beat a couple of Audi S4s and STIs.
It's actually pretty stupid quick.
Yeah, right.
And it's just an eBay kit as well. So.
Yeah. All right. So we'll get this up, have a look at that, go for some MX-5 spins, and try and distract myself from the emotional damage that's going to be re-editing the video that you guys watched yesterday, because it just sucks. So Tiana's just rocked up. Come and have a look. All right, she's going to come have a look. Oh, Tiana, you look good.
No.
Anyway, here we go. We got, there's a fuel reg, I can see that. eBay Turbskis. Look how cute and small the pipes are. Yeah. Thoughts?
I don't like it.
You're just a silhouette at the moment, so you don't have to worry.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
I'm shocked. That's a big old radiator too.
Look, there's a reason why my wagon hasn't come back here either.
What?
I'm scared of her doing a review on
She
it.
likes
She
your
likes
wagon.
your wagon.
Yeah.
Last time she saw it, she picked on the colour match between the inside of the tail lights and it not being colour matched to the outside of the car and stuff.
The only colour
That
match
was
I
it,
can
we're
knock
done.
on yours is the bit where one corner of it where you crashed into someone's
Well, you get
different
that when you
colour.
get it ripped off. Yeah. And then you fix it up with Dulux paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that I like your car because it's a BMW and it's a wagon. Two things that I hate.
Alright, come for a cute drive with me, hun? In the convertible.
Hair flow out there.
Yeah, let your updo flare. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. We should get our sunglasses, darling.
We should go see the Barbie movie and take this.
You have to wear all pink when you do it.
And 6.
What'd you say?
I said I like that it's small people size.
Yeah, well, my head basically hangs out. I
Yeah.
have to do my hat up high.
Well, sucks to be 6.
Wear my hat backwards so I can be cute with the boys. Just embarrassed for my neighbours seeing me in this. These are fun though, they are fun cars. Ooh, turbo noises. Ooh, turbo noises. Alright, we interrupt this program. We got new merch, guys.
We got new merch.
New merch. We got, I hope you can see that, new merch. I'm using the dad cam for this. Quickly show, we got a ton of new merch. We got these jumpers here, these colours. We've also got this new RIP Archie
Which is
t-shirt.
personally my favourite over that one,
Yeah,
even though that's got the shuckers.
yeah. And then the other one quickly, there's a couple more colours of the limited edition jumpers. There's only, what,
Yeah, the
2 of each size in the colours?
Some of them we don't even have 2 of each. Some of them there's only 1 size in that colour. And they don't come in small and they don't come in 3XL. So there's between 4 and 8 in each colour, individual colour. So you could be the only person in the world that has that in that size.
Alright, cool. So as you can see, guys, absolute ton of merch now in here. Go check out the store, lukefink.com, get yourself some of the new merch. We'll be stoked.
I love this print.
You need to hold it.
I said I'm embarrassed being in this car.
Hey, boys.
I wish I had 10.
Look.
This is so embarrassing. Stop filming.
Right, it goes good though, doesn't it?
It's got a little oomph.
A little bit of warm.
Little oomph.
Should go to Mexico.
I still wouldn't own one.
Would know one.
Nope.
I reckon this will be one of those things you'll drive it, you'll be like, alright, I kinda like it.
No.
Not necessarily being convertible, but like it feels good to drive.
The Supra is where I draw the line.
Vintage Supras.
I drive in cars that I don't like the look of. Yes, it's because it's a stock Toyota.
This is a stock Mazda with a turbo.
I've never driven a Turbo Mazda. I
Neither have I don't think.
I liked my old Mazda 6.
There you go. See, you like Mazdas.
No, I liked my old Mazda 6. Doesn't mean I like Mazdas, just one. How do people like these?
Huh?
Just saying, how do people like these?
Corners and stuff. See,
Yeah.
like we don't have a lot of corners around our area, so it's kind of hard to really feel what they're about with. See those spicy little unit.
The spicy people.
That's comfortable. Honestly, I don't know what it'd be like with the roof on, but like it's not uncomfortable to drive.
Seats are comfortable.
Yeah, like I fit in it pretty decent, considering. Definitely should have got sunglasses for the drive.
Oh my god, I wish Grant was here. You and Grant going around in this.
Brakes aren't great.
God, I hate that little blow-off valve.
Oh wow, this is where we keep hearing skids.
Oh yeah,
Look at it.
makes sense. teardrop. Like
This is
legit
weird.
teardrop.
The limiter is sick. The limiter is actually super good on.
Is it though?
Alright, I would definitely take this on a good track day. This is cool. This would be fun in the hills. I can smell the brakes.
I feel like it would be fun in the hills.
Can you smell the brakes?
No.
Brakes are mad.
It smells something fruity.
I don't know what's fruity.
Like
Maybe me after driving it.
like an air freshener.
I think I'm fruity after driving it.
You're definitely fruity. You're fruity
Yeah.
before driving it. You're having way too much fun.
Alright,
We're not getting an MX-5.
let's go back to Australia.
We are not getting an MX-5. We are not getting an MX-5.
It's pretty good. I don't think it's like overly that fast, like the boys were saying, but I definitely think it's good fun.
There's other
It's
ways to have fun.
It makes you fruity. I like it.
There's
Yeah,
better looking ways to have fun.
Yeah, usually. Wifey is behind the wheel.
I hit my head on the lacquer roof. Like I actually smacked my head getting down.
Right here.
How?
Dunno. You're still moving it forward?
Yeah, it sucks to put the clutch in properly. My knees hit the steering column and the dash.
Oh. Well, MX-5 things. They're kind of built for girls, so.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be doing that. I should have room to move. It's like a shitty 8.6.
What are you waiting for?
I don't mean like a shitty 8.6. I mean it's shitty, not like an 8.6. You know.
Yeah. So brakes aren't the best. They work, but yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna drive it like you.
Give it a squirt. Maybe not in the corner.
Oh, yeah. I don't know where I am. I don't know this
Well, it's because we're in Mexico.
place.
Go back to second now and give it a little squirt.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, brakes. They're not that good. That was a good change. That was a nice fast change.
Handles nice around corners.
That's what I'm saying. It drives good, doesn't it?
Yeah, but so does the Evo, and I wouldn't own one.
This drives way better than Adam's Evo.
It's been like 4 years since I drove it.
Yeah.
I just changed gears and punched the dash.
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of room. Yeah.
Just like a shitty.
Oh, we just crossed the border. We're back.
That's strange.
We're back. Back in Australia. Show you one of them changes.
Is it 5 or 6?
Alright, overall impressions?
I would not own one.
You would not?
I would not.
But you like how it drives?
It drives nice around corners and it does a good pull, but so do other things. So I just.
You do a good pull.
Wow.
Oh, you nearly stalled it.
Yeah, I was just so shocked by your obnoxious comment.
She's still not a fan.
No.
What? Even after driving it, wasn't fun.
It handles nice around corners, does a good little pull, shifts really nicely, but I still wouldn't own one. Have no like need
I think if
to-
you drove
to
it with the
try.
roof on, you'd probably have a different opinion, just because when you're driving with the roof off, you do feel a bit how you're going.
Comparison when his is done. It's got a hard top and bigger turbo.
Like the hard top makes the biggest difference for like reinforcement. Like you feel the car twisting without the
To be
roof.
fair, I'm not against convertibles, obviously.
Yeah.
My convertible's in there, but
I'm against convertibles.
it's... She is, yeah.
I'm against convertibles, I'm against sunroofs, I'm against driving with the windows down.
I'm against sunroofs, but
Yeah.
Nah. One of the most expensive convertibles.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, anyway, how's the Falcon looking? What are we,
Falcon, mate.
where are we at? The Falcon good or Falcon bad?
Just a Falcon.
Oh. Alright,
Punch it underneath it.
she's up on the hoist now, guys. We are going to make some mods to the new X-Force exhaust and get it tucked up super tight. So we've actually lowered the motor down.
Oh, apparently, yeah. Yeah, we lowered it.
Yeah, we've lowered the motor down a little bit with the engine mounts. Try and get the center of gravity down, and that makes the exhaust sit lower. And so we're going to be modding the extractors a little bit just to get the whole exhaust back up where we want it. And yeah, still got to put the rest of the exhaust on, but it's happening. All right, on to day 2 of this video. Screen's a bit dirty. Hi. We are getting on to dropping the rear cradle now, trying to get the mechanicals done, because I'm guessing Frosty's plans is to take this home and weld out the cage over the weekend.
Yeah.
That is your plan?
Yeah.
I thought as much. So we're trying to get all the mechanical side of this car sorted out. First things first is dropping the rear cradle out and doing a bunch of work to this rear cradle. So join us along for it. So when it comes to the back of the BA Falcon, a lot of people say they're a mega job to pull the back end out of these things. They're actually very similar to what you have to do to take the rear end out of a Corvette. You're basically dropping the coil over, taking the brakes off, and you literally just hang them up so you don't have to break any lines or anything. And the rest of it essentially comes out in one big piece. Really not that bad, just like a Corvette. It ain't that bad. It's definitely a lot harder than, I guess, where I've heard it brought up the most is when people talk about welding the diff on a BA. It's not too bad, really. Especially when you have a Frosty who's done it before. Alright, this is where we're at. It's out. You can see the shockworks sitting there chilling. What now?
Trying to diff bushes out, find some bolts to replace it.
Yep.
These front ones here, which are completely, absolutely destroyed.
What are destroyed?
The front bush is completely gone.
Oh, okay, yep. Okay, we've got the bushes for that, so that's good.
So they're going to be, I've got to run home and get my air chisel actually, and my press kit for this.
Yep.
Got to bring it.
I wonder if the 370Z one would nearly fit that.
Maybe. Not well.
I just noticed as well, we have a dead
Boot.
boot. Might be worth.
No, it's a CV.
Huh?
It's not a boot, it's a CV. It's this bit here.
Oh.
Leaks out of this bit here.
Hmm.
The back side of the shaft, like, kind of like the tail shaft. The
I am
got that cap.
collecting some spare shafts, so that's, we're just gonna leave that.
Yep.
Alright, where else were you thinking about strengthening this? Something looks like it's been really dodgily cut off here. Wonder what would have gone there.
Yep. Probably another support for the... I don't even know actually.
Interesting.
It might have been some sort of support for the boot. I can't remember exactly what's on these. Because it has had the boot cut out. So.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
Where did you want to add some strength?
into here. Because you end up ripping these off.
Okay,
Like
so
a
this is where it tears apart.
Yeah, you got this one brace here, but you usually tear them apart off this back bit. You got to brace a bit more here because it's all unfolded.
Yep. Sweet. Other than that,
That's pretty much it.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Change the arms over.
Yeah, we'd have changed this rear arm because we did, well, not me, my buddy Jace did a good old bendage on this one. Could probably straighten that one and then strengthen it, really. Like as a spare.
As a spare, yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
Alright. Alright, being at it. So got new bush here. Old dead bush. So you can see way nicer. Cool. Alright, look at Frosty's fab here. Let's grind it all out. The plate going in on this side as well. And you can actually see where this has already started to come apart a little bit here. So I'll probably run a weld down here, weld through here, weld through here, while making sure not to get it too hot to affect that bush inside there. So, yeah. Alright, so finished job here. So welded in, welded down this part. Did you weld down this side too?
Yeah.
welded down this side, and then this other gusset here, and then there's that piece there that joins onto here. Does this ever break off, Frosty?
It doesn't really need it. It's got another 6 mounts to hold it in. It's kind
True.
of
Oh yeah, because that's some weird mount to hold this.
that one didn't even have a bolt in it.
Yeah. Okay. So we've gone ahead. I've fitted the camber arms while Frosty was doing that. So now we've got camber arms in the back of this car. I started removing this arm, but realised I couldn't do it because of the it sitting on the wheels. So what else are we doing in this cradle?
Nothing.
We're sick of flexing up some bushes that I didn't buy new of. So we're actually just going to fill these with Sika. Is it worth doing the... do they need to move as such? Oh, they obviously move with the axle going up and down, don't they? Yeah. It'd be better if they were spherical bearing or something. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and fill that with some Sika, and if we can cut my Sika flex open. I hate it when it dries. We're going to try and make some stuff work, but yeah, then getting on to the next project, which will be trying to make a dual caliper for a BA Falcon, which is apparently impossible, but we're going to try and make it happen.
I was putting a Honda engine in the Subaru, but
that had been done before.
not like that. Or all drive like mine, with the bonnet shutting.
I don't know.
Never. Or a 3RZ and an E30.
Yeah. But basically, the only difficult part is we don't have a lot of room to work with as far as getting a brake caliper into here. And what I have heard is people have tried to use like single piston stuff, like smaller Willwood stuff and things like that. But yeah, we'll see what Frosty comes up with. Alright guys, so I just had a package arrive from GK Tech. Super stoked. Gone ahead and ordered custom handbrake setup from them. And when I say custom, I mean custom lines, and these are something you can actually order from GK Tech to suit whatever application. Obviously, we're going into a Ford Falcon, but the thread to go into the caliper is exactly the same. The handbrake itself is the same. The only thing we needed custom was lengths, and I was able to hit up the guys at GK Tech ordering custom lengths, and they make all of these in store as well. So they make these at GK Tech in Melbourne. So lengths can be custom, and they're even, if you can see it there, they've tagged them to let you know which goes to which end, so to make the whole install super easy. And I've gone ahead and got one of their new lay flat design. I don't know exactly what to call it, but essentially this mounts, oh, these are new style of bracket altogether. So I'll pull this apart, we'll have a quick look at it. Alright, so as a reference point, this is going to mount in the car like so. Handbrake's going to be here pulling back, or actually you can mount it either way, so it can actually be pulling this way, and then the hose is going to come out of there up to an external reservoir, which once I pull it out I'll be able to show you guys. Oh, that's it anyway. We're going to mount that up as at a higher point where we can easily get to it like we have in the 370Z. Makes bleeding and all that sort of stuff way easier. That way you're not going to have to dig under the dash, because essentially we're going to be mounting this in a spot where it's sort of under the stereo and everything, and it won't be super easy to get to, but it's going to be a very, very clean and nice install that will allow us to keep a lot of that interior, because I kind of want to keep a lot of the interior for now. So yeah, super stoked. Big shout out to GK Tech. Yeah, Frosty's going hard now on making calipers fit. Fingers crossed we can make it happen, because I think having a proper hydro, and a lot of the Falcon guys have actually commented saying let us know how you go with this hydro setup, because no one's been able to make a dual, well, to my knowledge, no one's been able to make a dual caliper work on the back of a Falcon yet, so we're trying to break new ground, I guess. How you feeling? Just yep. Brains working. I'm going to leave him alone and let him work, and I'll keep digging through this stuff. Alright guys, it's been some heavy development here. Frosty Fab's been under the pump all afternoon. Hasn't taken probably been an hour or two on this.
It's mainly just to cut the real thick metal, that's it.
But I can't show you too much in detail, because this is going to be a package that Frosty's going to offer. You basically will give him your knuckle, he'll be able to do this setup for you, but that is in position now. As I said, I can't show you too much of what's going on in here. but that is in position where it's going to be. Obviously, stock caliper sits here, so we're going to have a full-blown dual caliper setup
with factory handbrake.
With factory handbrake still, which is rad, because my factory handbrake doesn't work to park the car because it doesn't stay up because the button's not there, but it actually works for drifting if anything else fails. So obviously if we can retain the factory handbrake, well, normally in your street car you'd want to retain just a normal handbrake, so you'd be able to retain the factory handbrake and have a hydro and have your normal foot brake and not have any suicide brakes, which is a lot of people doing these, which is just foot front brake and handbrake to the rear, which is super duper sketchy, and I'd never ever recommend that. Like, it's a really good way to die, or crash your car anyway. We saw so many accidents actually at Archie with Falcons, particularly ones with only front brakes, and people just locking up the fronts and just driving into the wall. Like, they always look like, honestly, there's no better way. They look special needs. They just look, they're just driving into the wall, but it's because they've only got front brakes and the front's locked up with heaps of camber and basically does nothing to slow the car down. Boom, they hit the wall. We had a couple of those, a couple that were hard. Most of them were just taps, but yeah, never ever really want to run a suicide brake setup. It's one of the worst things in the world, to be honest. So I'm pretty freaking pumped on this idea of having a dual caliper setup. It's a good size caliper too. So
It's just a rear brake. It's just a Falcon rear brake.
Yeah.
It's two of the same, so you use all the same pads.
So we've gone from like
the biggest thing
a BF.
Keep the handbrake. Sorry, I want to keep the handbrake because when it goes to Japan, you're gonna have so many people moving the car. And if it's only got a gearbox to hold it in, like,
well, we need to fix that handbrake so it works.
Well, that's just a little button.
The button, yeah.
But like, being able to have that when it goes anywhere, like, it'll
make a
make
difference.
it easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, considering we're probably going row with this car, so roll on, roll off, so it'll be parked on the boat.
So you're having to talk about it.
Yeah, they probably won't be happy if we don't have a normal handbrake. So that's the idea. How cool is this though? We're obviously going to have dual caliper setup, shock works, camber arms, strengthened rear cradle. Like, it's actually coming together pretty good. We're going to do some I've got to get another one of these arms, but I think we're also going to fix this one and modify them slightly because they're super thin. You can see that there. It's super thin metal on the end of these lower arms. So we're going to go ahead and do some strengthening up and try and make that, we'll straighten this one, make it better, and then we'll also work on the new ones we get. And if you see here, that one's actually a bit bent as well.
Yep.
So yeah, we were touching stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and strengthen these, and on the new ones we're going to strengthen them so we have a spare pair of lower rears, because that seems to be what's bending. So yeah, super happy. Oh, and I think we're getting aftermarket front arms here. We're getting aftermarket these. And also a bunch of you have mentioned the shop, but Fab House. We're getting Fab House lower front arms, Fab House tie rods and tie rod ends. And yeah, like I said, these arms here we're going to be replacing with Fab House items, but that'll get fitted realistically probably after I leave. So if we can get Frosty to put them in and he can film it, I can show you guys. But we'll be getting those. That will give us more steering angle and obviously more adjustability in the rear of the car. Yeah, pretty happy for that. So it's all going to be super good. It's all coming together. Pretty happy. It's definitely the most work I've ever put into a Falcon. When I say I'm like Frosty, but I'm doing work as well. Shh. My hands are dirty. See? Alright, some pretty huge progress on the Falcon today. One side done with a dual caliper, the other side pretty well done. I think he was just had a couple little bit more bits of weld to do. I actually shared the dual caliper thing on my Instagram. A lot of people say it can't be done. I know for a fact someone has done this before, but Frosty's worked out a way to do it, which is going to be really good. Yeah, if you do want to get a dual caliper for yourself, Frosty's basically going to make up a kit. It'll be an exchange where you send him your knuckle, he'll do the dual caliper setup, and be able to send it back to you finished and done. Yeah, I'm going to keep going on this tomorrow. Found out some more stuff we're going to be collecting for this, some new parts for the front and stuff, so there's no point us doing all the bushes in the front because we're going to be replacing the front LCAs. I've ordered some new front brake lines from GK Tech. I've obviously got the handbrake to go in. So basically, once this whole back end area here is finished, this will get put back up into the car, and we'll be able to plumb the handbrake and get it mechanically ready for Tuesday. We've also got, obviously, got to put the TR6060 in, which will only take, you know, probably an hour. And allegedly, we're hoping we can just get this front piece that's out of that gearbox, because the tail shaft we've got with it is garbage, to be honest. That is like that. This is completely blown out, and that CV down the bottom is blown out. However, our tail shaft, which came out of the car, is still minty. Really good. Center bearing, CV at the back's good. The rest of it is really good. So it's going to be perfectly fine to run on this car, and apparently the lengths are going to work out. So I'm really, fingers crossed, hoping the lengths are going to work out. Hope you're enjoying this build series. It's been really fun to get this Falcon done. It's kind of hard to get it done in this time frame and how we're doing it, but we're pushing and making it happen. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Check out Street Machine. They've just put up their story as well. I'll try and put a link in the description. But otherwise, thanks heaps for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, tune in, subscribe. See you next one. Peace out, guys. See you in the next one.